Operation Mockingbird. The CIA's covert control of the media. Operation Mockingbird. The CIA's hidden hand in media propaganda. Approximately one-third of the entire CIA budget was allocated to media propaganda activities. We're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars annually, reaching up to $1 billion spent by the United States on covert propaganda. William Shop's testimony before the U.S. Congress. Introduction. In the labyrinthine corridors of Cold War espionage, Operation Mockingbird emerges as a particularly audacious example of covert influence. Initiated in the early 1950s, this CIA project sought to shape public perception by controlling media narratives. The operation's extensive scope and the staggering amounts of money involved underscore its significance and the far-reaching impact on journalism and public opinion. This report delves into the mechanics, implications, and lasting effects of Operation Mockingbird, revealing how it transformed media landscapes and public trust. Origins and objectives. 1. The birth of Mockingbird. Operation Mockingbird began in the early 1950s, masterminded by high-ranking CIA officials Allen Dulles and Cord Meyer. As the Cold War intensified, the CIA recognized the need to counteract Soviet propaganda and bolster American interests worldwide. The solution? A covert operation designed to infiltrate and manipulate media organizations. 2. Mission and strategy. The primary objective of Operation Mockingbird was to control media narratives by recruiting journalists and media executives. This involved creating and disseminating pro-American, anti-communist content across major news outlets. By the mid-1950s, the operation had expanded its reach significantly, encompassing both domestic and international media. Mechanisms of influence. 1. Financial influence. The CIA allocated a substantial portion of its budget, estimated to be up to $1 billion annually, to fund media activities. This financial support was used to incentivize media organizations and individual journalists to produce content aligned with the agency's objectives. 2. Recruitment and control. The CIA recruited journalists from prestigious outlets such as CBS, The New York Times, ABC, NBC, Newsweek, and Associated Press. These journalists were either on the CIA payroll or acted as informants, ensuring that certain stories were promoted while others were suppressed. 3. Front organizations. To further extend its influence, the CIA established various front organizations. These included seemingly independent news agencies and cultural organizations that served as channels for disseminating propaganda and recruiting media personnel. Case studies. 1. Media manipulation in Chile. One of the most glaring examples of Operation Mockingbird's impact was its role in Chile during the early 1970s. The CIA's influence was crucial in undermining President Salvador Allende's government. The agency funneled approximately $12 million to El Mercurio, a major newspaper in Santiago, which played a significant role in discrediting Allende and shaping public opinion against him. The CIA's support extended to subsidizing news services, supporting anti-communist propaganda, and manipulating media coverage. 2. Covert operations in Europe. In Europe, the CIA's influence was exercised through Radio Free Europe and Radio Liberty. Established in the early 1950s, these stations were ostensibly independent but operated under the covert control of the CIA. They served as prototypes for media manipulation, with key CIA officers making critical decisions about programming and content. Consequences and fallout. 1. Erosion of trust. The exposure of Operation Mockingbird led to a significant erosion of public trust in the media. As revelations about the CIA's manipulation of media narratives became public, many questioned the integrity of news reporting and the independence of media institutions. 2. Impact on media practices. The operation highlighted the dangers of government interference in journalism, leading to reforms aimed at safeguarding journalistic independence. However, the legacy of Operation Mockingbird continues to influence discussions about media integrity and government transparency. 3. The role of wiki platforms. The influence of Operation Mockingbird has implications for how media credibility is assessed. Platforms like Wikipedia, which rely on established media sources for information, are affected by the historical context of media manipulation. The operation underscores the importance of critical media literacy and the need for scrutiny of sources considered reliable or significant. The current landscape. 1. The continuing influence of deep state. Despite the purported end of Operation Mockingbird in the mid-1970s, the underlying dynamics of media influence continue. The so-called deep state may still exert control over media narratives, reflecting the challenges of achieving true journalistic independence. 2. Modern implications. In the digital age, the principles of Operation Mockingbird have evolved but remain relevant. The advent of social media and digital platforms has introduced new dimensions to media manipulation, necessitating ongoing vigilance and transparency in media practices. Conclusion. Operation Mockingbird stands as a testament to the power of covert operations in shaping public perception and influencing media narratives. Its legacy serves as a reminder of the delicate balance between government interests and journalistic integrity. As we navigate the complexities of modern media, the lessons from Operation Mockingbird remain a crucial reference point for understanding and addressing media influence and transparency. For further reading, *The CIA and the Media: A Surreptitious Relationship by Carl Bernstein. *Legacy of Ashes: The History of the CIA by Tim Weiner. *The Mighty Wurlitzer: How the CIA Played America by Hugh Wilford. This report provides an in-depth exploration of Operation Mockingbird, shedding light on its impact on media practices and public trust. As we continue to investigate the intersections of media and government, the insights gained from this operation remain pivotal. In the 1950s, the CIA influenced our information and shaped our awareness, steering our worldview. This leads to only one question. What is the CIA doing today with our beliefs, essentially infiltrating our minds with propaganda that often serves harmful projects against humanity? I don't understand why or who allows them to exist and continue harming people. If the majority of this organization's projects were revealed, they wouldn't be able to survive, and the details would read like a horror story.